In the previous video, we have seen how algebra makes our life very easy. It helps us write long phrases in a very short way using variables. That's the beauty of algebra. How do we write the sum of 3 and 7 using numbers? We just write it as 3 plus 7. Let me modify the question a bit. How do we write the sum of a number and 7? Since this number is unknown, we use a variable in its place and write it as x plus 7. Both these are called expressions. As this involves only numbers, it's called a numerical expression. And because it involves variables, it's called an algebraic expression. Now look at this line. Sum of a number and 7 equals 12. Now it gets interesting. Let's break it into parts. Sum of a number and 7. It can be written as x plus 7 equals 12 can be written as equal to 12. We wrote this phrase as x plus 7 equals 12. Is this an expression? No, that's not the case. This is called an equation since it has an equal to sign. It's called so because we are equating two sides, the left-hand side and the right-hand side. What are the different parts of an equation? This is called the variable, that is, we are expected to find. And these two numbers are called constants as their value remains constant. There are also operators like addition and subtraction. So these are the important parts of an equation. Remember, the equal to sign divides the equation into two sides, the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Look at this problem. 3 added to a number gives us 10. Find that number. We know it's 7, but that's not the reason why I asked you this question. I want to know how can we represent this problem in a simpler way. We can probably say x plus 3 equals 10. Find x. 3 is added to a number to get 10. We just assign a variable to that number. This is called an equation and it helps us write large problems like these in a shorter way. This equation has just one variable, which is x, and it's an unknown. And the highest power of x is 1. These kinds of equations are called linear equations in one variable. They're also referred to as first-degree equations in one variable. They are called linear or first degree because the highest degree of the variable is 1. We will have a deeper understanding of why such equations are called linear in the coming videos. We categorize an equation into 3 parts. We have an equality sign in the center. To its left is the left-hand side, which is shown here as LHS, and to its right is the right-hand side, shown here as RHS. The problems for such kind of equations require us to solve for the value of the variable. There are 2 ways in which we can solve the equation. The first method is called the inverse operations method, and the second one is by using the transpose method. Both the methods give us the same answer. But after we solve equations using both the methods, we will realize that the transpose method is preferred over the inverse operations method.